Mostly, which material are used in industries?
In industries.
In industries.
Mostly MS, SS, lot of material is used. But MS common grade is what we call it mild steel. So very common mild steel is IS 2062 grade B. It is killed by silicon, so that is why it is known as a silicon killed steel. That is used in the industries for making structures and all things. The carbon content in IS 2062 grade B is around 0.24, not more than that. The second one in thinner thickness and all that, it is used as a HR sheets. HR sheets means hot rolled steel. And other one is the CRC. CRC is cold rolled steel. Hot rolled steel, uh, you compare with the CRC. CRC is cold rolled steel. So then cold rolled sheets are better quality, and all jobs we want to make and want to give the aesthetic views and all that, like cupboards and other thing, then people are going for the CRC. And particularly the grade they are using is IS 513 also. And in hot rolled, the normal in industries, the grade used is IS 1079. CR material is going through so many processes and all that. That is why it is costly if you compare with the hot roll. So that is why some people are not using cold roll and going for the hot roll. That is a cheaper option, but the quality wise, and the better quality jobs and all that, you should go for the CRC. So CRC also, when it is going through certain process and all that, what happens that it internally it develops a stress. So in CRC when you are using also, so when you are cutting or bending or even welding and all that, that stress is relieved during all the operation, whether it is a cutting, whether it is a welding, whether it is a bending. So to avoid that, actually we are using the sheet is called CRCA. CRCA cold rolled. So we are using the CRCA sheet. CRCA is a cold rolled uh, annealed sheet, closed annealed sheet. Right? Annealing is a process again. It is going through so many processes, and at the end of that, the annealing is done. Now, annealing is the process where the material is taken to a certain temperature and all that, and then the soaking temperature is calculated according to the size of the material and all that. The soaking temperature, slowly you increase the temperature and you have to reach the calculated soaking temperature, where 2, 3, or 4 hours, whatever is calculated, you have to maintain that soaking temperature, and then you have to do the cooling. Cooling is a very slow cooling, and you have to keep it in the oven itself. You don't have to take out the material outside, and you have to allow it to cool down there itself, and that annealing is done. So basically, all the stresses are relieved, and the total entire structure of the seed, it becomes very what we call it is a streamlined grain structure it becomes. And stress, if you see the yield stress and all that, it's all increased, and you get about 21 kg per centimeter square to 41, 42 kg per cm square UTS. UTS is ultimate tensile strength. And also the elongation you get is a very good. This CRCS, it gives about 30% elongation. It means you can bend it more. I mean, you can D-shape it more because it gets elongated up to 30% without changing the thickness and all that. So that is the advantage of the CRCS sheet. This CRCS sheet is mostly used in automotive parts and all that. It is also used, CRCS sheet is also used in the construction beams, panels, very suitable for stamping, bending and all that. The next material is a SS. Now SS is corrosion heat resistant alloys. So durability, high level of hygiene, and all that is available in the SS. Now SS is again divided in so many parts. SS are having three types of SS. One is called austenitic. Austenitic is again divided into two parts. One is called the chromium nickel manganese steel, and the other one is known as a chromium nickel steel. So chromium nickel and manganese steel is known as a 200 series, like we say 201, 202, 203. Austenitic material is having a carbon content is about 18%, nickel is about 5%, and manganese is about 8%. So that is there, that is 200 series. I mean, yeah, and in the chromium nickel steel, the only chromium and nickel are present. Manganese is not there. The chromium percentage is about 18%, and the nickel is 8%. So this is known as a 300 series. Like mostly in industries, we are using 300 series, 304, 316, 304L, 316L, all that. So this is all known as a austenitic. 200 series and 300 series is known as a only 200 series, that what we call it chromium nickel manganese steel is cheaper compared to the chromium nickel steel 300 series steel, because the nickel percentage is less. It's only 5 to 6% is there, whereas in the 300 series the nickel percentage is about 8. So this nickel is increasing the price of the material. So people are choosing 200 series somewhere instead of 315 or 304 or 316. They are going for the 202 and all that because it is cheaper. And the third one is known as the ferritic steel. In this one, this is a 400 series. The ferritic and the martensitic, both are 400 series, but certain groups are there. Like in ferritic is 405 and 430 are good example of the. These are non-hardenable steels. And again, the martensitic is hardenable. Same 400 series. Some examples for this is 403, 410, 414. These are the martensitic.